Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I understand that not every player is going to be here. Everybody has, it's just a crazy time, right? And so, we're not going to dwell tonight. We're not going to dwell on what could have happened with COVID. I know everybody hates it, and there's certain rules and things that we've got to abide by. Let's just make sure that we're separated when we're sitting. When we come up here, when I ask athletes to come up here, I'm not going to ask athletes to come up every single time because it's just going to take a long time. If they have to grab an award or a certificate, that's when I'm going to ask them to come up. When I ask you to come up, be quick about it, but don't rush up there and trip up the stairs. You can come up right here. There's some stairs here, or right in the middle, okay? That's where the best open spots are. And then don't mingle up there on the stage unless the seniors, I'll be asking all of you guys to stay up there, okay? Just because we don't want to have, and the seniors will be separated, just because we don't want to have mingling going on, getting close contact or anything like that. That would be a horrible thing for it to be a contact tracing to come back on our awards ceremony and ruin it for everybody else, right? So, I want to thank you guys all for coming out and celebrating our kids and our season. You know, it didn't end the way we wanted it to end and seems unfinished, but our kids did a great job and they did accomplish a lot, and so that's what tonight's going to be about, is their accomplishments. So with that, let's start with our region championship, 4th region championship in a row, and Miss Lou with the trophy will go ahead and present the trophy.
Parents and players, good evening. What an opportunity it has been for us to be a part of the growth, not just athletically, but the growth academically with this group of boys and others that Coach Rickards has been a part of growing and nurturing. I have been very proud of our teams that have come on during the years that he has been our coach over the 8 years. So, on behalf of Region 2, the Board of Managers and Kearns High School administration, we'd like to present this region trophy to the coaches and Coach Rickards and parents, your sons. So let's give them all a round of applause. Coach Rickards.
Thank you. Yep. Okay, what a great year our team had. Record-setting year in some aspects of offensively and even defensively. Defensively, this is probably one of the best years Kearns High has ever had defensively, and we broke records offensively as well. And you could see some of those records on the pamphlet that you grabbed out front. But with getting the 4th region championship in a row, it comes with a lot of people helping and doing things behind the scenes. And so I'd like to acknowledge them first before we moved on to getting player awards and team awards. Administration, Miss Lou, believing in me, number one, to be the head coach, and all the support that we get from our administration. They're awesome. With Tyson Fawcett, Brett Hansen, Jen Johnson, Scott Wooldridge, our athletic directors, Dave Ballard and Emily Williams. They do a lot and probably do support us immensely and do a lot more than probably what they have to do to make sure that we are supported and get the things that we need to do to be successful in our program. So let's give them a hand. And then our managers, we have our managers up there. We have Emily Wellman, Liz Guerrero, Gabby Peterson. She's unfortunately not here. She's at work. Avery Rickards, my daughter, she had her wisdom teeth out today. And then we have Star Danner, who's here. Dakota Good, Jaslyn Peterson, and Ariana Logan, who's not shown in the picture, but she is here. These girls, we had more than what I usually have as managers, and they do the laundry, get the guys water, and help me their job's to make my life easier, and do a lot of things, and I yell at them to get stuff done. And so I really appreciate them, because all they get is like a t-shirt and a sweatshirt for all their hard work. So if we can give them a round of applause as well. And I will mention this, with the COVID issues, they had to do even a lot more. They had to clean the equipment every single day that we were done after practice. And so that takes up a lot of time and effort as well. So our staff, Megan Peterson, our Director of Football Operations, and you guys probably parents have gotten a lot of emails from her and messages from her about your kids' grades and things like that. Elika, our athletic trainer, Ryan Prince, who helps us as much as he can as far as coaching is concerned, and also shows up every game day with loads of Gatorade for our kids, and spends a lot of money and time to make sure that our kids are well treated. Nick Rickards and Ray Henline doing stats. Sean Harlow with our filming. Aaron Walton doing the time. And Andrew Barancott, our announcer. So let's go ahead and give them a round of applause. And then our coaches. Is that our coaches up there? Because I can't see. All right, great. And then our coaches, our coaching staffs. The time that they put in and spend for the little amount of money, if any, that they get to coach, and the hoops that they have to jump through to even be able to coach, spending all this time with your kids away from their families, and it's very time consuming, and they're committed to being the best coaches they can be for your kids, and making them the best men that they can be. That's our goal and our objective, as you guys know. It's not always about the wins and losses. We want our coaches to coach them to be the best people they can be. And then, obviously, the wives. The wives deserve a special round of applause for dealing with the coaches being gone. And my wife, Ashley, especially, she's not here. As I said, my daughter had her wisdom teeth out this morning, and so she's making sure that she's taken care of. Didn't think it would be a good idea to bring a chipmunk here to the banquet, but she, in order for her to spend time with me, she actually comes to a lot of the practices and sits with Elika, and that's how we get to spend time together, because during the season in football, I'm totally consumed with being the best coach and spending as much time as possible making sure that we are being the elite team that we need to be. And so I really appreciate my wife, who's probably watching on the YouTube right now. I love you and thank you. Booster Club. I want to give a big shout out to the Booster Club for all the things that they've done. They've fundraise for you guys. We're able to purchase new uniforms, the Guardian caps to keep our kids safe, the awards. Mrs. Fangupo actually made the team awards this year and spent her time doing that. They spent a lot of time at the concession stand and ordering the food and getting the food, and even missing their kids' games in order to be at the concession stand serving food as well. So, and Natoya is the president running the show, and there's a lot of people behind the scenes, I'm sure, and I'm sure she'll point those out. But from me as the head coach, I want to say thank you for all the time and the support, because I can tell you, I've been here when we didn't have a booster club, and it makes a huge difference when there is parent support. And I've been here when there wasn't parent support. where the booster club was Ray Henline. And the amount of money we would get is he would take the coaches to lunch. And now we've been getting, through parent support and fundraising, amount of money that we can service a large football program and make it as top-notch as we can possibly make it. So let's give the Booster Club a round of applause. Are you going to come up? Yeah. All right.
I have it though. Take it off. Hi guys, hi everybody, hi my players. I'm so glad to see most of you try to come out today. I know a lot of you guys stayed home because there's no food here. I'm sorry, I wish it could have been better, but under circumstances, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. But first and foremost, I wanna thank my team. They've been amazing throughout this whole process. I have Sally as our secretary, and I have Autumn, who's our treasurer, and then I have Valerie, which she's not here. She's our manager for the Snack Shack, and then Danielle, who's not here with us anymore. I also want to thank all the parents that has come out and helped out so much throughout the year, because it was hard without feeding the kids and also helping out with the Snack Shack and anything else we needed. I really want to thank you guys for all your support in that, and the coaches being so open and helping us out too whenever we need something, and the players for being awesome and being so respectful. I really, really appreciate all you guys and how wonderful job your parents have done with you guys, because you guys are amazing kids. And I really want to thank you guys, and I hope and trust that for all the seniors, when you guys move on, you'll do the same thing you've been doing and treating, you know, adults with respect. Thank you guys for everything that you have done, and good luck, seniors. And then also, I do want to introduce, where is she? Monica. She is going to help with me next year as a VP. Stand up, Monica. Give her a round of applause. She's the one that made all the awards down there. Very, very talented young lady. All right, and I'm gonna have Autumn come talk to you guys for a little bit.
Hi guys, guess I'm talking. This year I was in charge of getting concessions. I got a lot donated. So I think total for concessions we spent $995 is all we spent, supplying the food, the candy, nachos, everything. A lot of it was donated. So yeah, thanks parents for your help during that time too, and volunteering. We really appreciate it. That's it. Oh yeah.
And then one more thing, I didn't get to write on the check, but I will. We did end up raising $7,500 throughout this whole COVID season. Like I said, we had to save money. We had to cut spending a lot. So for what we had, we made do. So with that, I want to present Coach Rickard with the check. I'll give it to him after the ceremony, but it was for $7,500. So we did a great job for what we could have done. Okay, thank you guys for everything.
More than I expected. Yeah. That's to be quite honest, I wasn't expecting even half of that with COVID and the lack of concessions we were able to do and the things that we were able to do with COVID. So, God, $7,500 is definitely a bonus. And so thank you, Booster Club. Yeah, that money goes directly to the kids. So parents, anytime you can help, donate your time or donate to the program. It goes directly to the kids. We find ways to make it get back to them. So, seniors, any senior right now, I'm going to have you guys start coming up and go ahead and have a seat on the chair that shows has your number. So go ahead and come on up right now. Yeah. Do you want me to? first? Okay, chill out, hold on, seniors. I'm gonna show this slideshow first because I don't think you guys will be able to see it. So go ahead, Coach, go ahead and start that. Mr. Rogers doing the sound, if you want to play that music.
Setting fire to the sky. Here comes this rising.
right, seniors, go ahead and start making your way back up here. I made that highlight tape. It took me like 2 days, and then all of a sudden it like disappeared on me and published without me correcting it. So you notice Xavier's highlight was at the very end instead of the front. But the seniors did a great job, and you know, Scooter's highlight was a little bit long because that was a long touchdown, and Jack Kelly's and Mackay actually got 2 highlights in there. But you know, these seniors, 4 region championships in a row. I mean, they're part of a sweep. They know nothing other than winning, really. And you know, that doesn't mean that they haven't been through adversity and hard times. But I'm really proud of this group. There's not very many kids that can say that they won 4 championships in a row while they were in high school. So really proud of these guys, and wish them the best afterwards. I know a lot of them are going to go on to college and do some special things, and some guys will go into trade school, and some maybe into the military. But I'm really excited for them. The Booster Club got them, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, so they all got a hat. They're all going to get a hoodie. They all get a mini helmet, and then it also looks like they get a necklace with their number on it. Anything else? And the hoodies, the sweaters? Yeah, I will. I mean, there was so much I didn't know if I was missing anything. So, okay, I'll hand them out. You guys want to come up and help me, and we'll hand it out to them. Okay, let's go ahead and give these guys another hand. Round of applause. All right, congratulations. All right, guys, you could go ahead and make your way back down, and don't trip, please, and don't drop your stuff. Oh my gosh. Is it the guy who catches the ball all the time? You did it? Oh my heck. You know, it's tough to watch these guys. Like, it's fun to watch these guys grow up, and you're going to see some pictures later on. But I think I sent Jack Kelly a photo of him a couple of years ago. It just popped up on my phone. I don't know what's going on with my phone. It shows me like pictures from like 2017 or 2018, and he's this skinny kid, and so it's kind of fun to see these guys develop and grow up, and you know, it's part of the process, but it sucks to lose them. You know, there's, like I told them up here, there's some of them I haven't seen since our season ended. I haven't seen them. So, you know, I miss those guys, and I wish I could see them more, but eventually they're going to move on, and I won't be able to, and just have to text them every now and then. So, okay, so we're going to go to the sophomore team awards. If Coach Stanley wants to come up, and he'll present those awards, I'll help you out. So he'll go on. He's going to talk about you. When you see your name come up, come on up, get your butt up here quickly, and we'll get going on it.
Hey guys, this is my first time up here, so excuse if I misspeak. Sophomore team awards this year was awesome. Even despite COVID and everything else like that, I think we made the best of it. All the coaches would agree that even though our record didn't show what we wanted it to, I think everybody would agree that the progress that we made this year was second to none. Rescheduling games and sickness and stuff got in the way, but this group of kids was absolutely a pleasure to coach. This is my first year coaching, my first year here at Kearns as well. So I truly couldn't imagine a better group of guys to coach. So I'm honored, honestly, to be a part of not only this culture, but this team. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for making this year unforgettable. Let's see. I have to click this, Coach. Okay. Where's the? All right. What is that? Oh, our offensive player of the year, Isaiah Sarah. This is a guy who hits people so hard that he puts them to sleep. Unfortunately, that's usually where he was during our morning practices. And by morning practices, I mean 3:30 p.m. Hey.
Pose for a picture up there, buddy. Pose for a picture.
I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do next year if we can get him to wake up. All right. Our sophomore defensive player of the year, Ryan Tallow. What can I say about Tallow? Tallow is one of the kids that I have seen who is so eager to be better and just strives to learn and be his best. It almost makes me wish that he would do that in my class. All right, next up, we have our Special Teams Player of the Year, Levon Tate. And for anybody who knows Levon, they know that his legs move almost as fast as his mouth does. Almost. And last but not least, our lineman of the year is Aries Valate. There he's here. Don't see him. The one thing I can say about Aries is this kid works so hard that when Coach Johnson would threaten everybody that they were going to run until he was tired, this is the one kid that would make me nervous. But besides that, this group of kids was so much fun to coach, and I think that the sky's the limit for them. Thank you all.
All right, I think we all can agree that Coach Stanley's going to take over next year from now on. So just keep working on that. You're writing. All right, let's do JV team awards. Just for time and constraints, I'll go through it for them, and you guys come on up. So, the JV didn't get as many games as we would hope, but the guys battled, and that, here's the thing about the JV guys. They would show up and play team. We would show up with like 20 guys maybe, and they'd show up with the team that had 40 guys or so. And so these guys had to play both ways and sometimes play positions that they weren't used to, and we'd have to adapt and adjust, and that's what we do. But these guys would compete, and I think it's important that these guys get the opportunity to play and develop, and so and hopefully they had a lot of fun. So the JV offensive player of the year, or defense player of the year, is Jackson Coford. Is he here today? No. All right, Jackson has a promising future, I can tell you that. We're super excited for him. He did play varsity last year, but he's going to play a lot more this year, and so we're super excited about him. Really athletic, and did a great job for us. Offensive player of the year, maybe. So, there we go. Carson Zersi. I know he's here. Don't forget to pose. Here's the thing about Carson that many of you guys probably don't know. This is Carson's first year playing football and playing quarterback, and he's definitely an athlete and raw talent. So we're excited for him, and he did a great job making plays, and he's also a great kid. So we're really excited about him and what he's capable of doing. JV Special Teams Player of the Year, Capelli Smith. No Capelli. Hopefully he's working on schoolwork. All right. Okay. He's very explosive talent, and we're excited for him as well. And we'll see him playing a lot of receiver and special teams next year. Then the JV Lineman of the Year is Kona. Sarah, I know he's here. Come on up, Kona. I should say this first. The team awards that we're presenting, they're actually voted on by their teammates. And so I send out a questionnaire at the end of the year, and they vote. So their teammates vote for them, and that's how they earn this award, these awards. And so, but a couple things that, about Kona is, I talked to him, and he said, I didn't expect to play as much as I did last year, or this last season. And I said, well, I'm glad you played a lot, and he really improved and got better, and he turned out to be one of our better defensive players for sure. And so, we expect great things from him next year as well. Okay, so next one is Varsity Letter Awards. And so if you see your name up there, I'm going to go through the list. I'm going to read the list here. If you see your name already up there, if you could come up and line up, I'm going to actually come up this way. I'll hand you your award, and then she could take a picture of you and then hop down and then we'll take the next picture. Okay? So go ahead and get lined up if you see your name up there. So a little bit about the letter award. I'm not the type of coach that's going to hand out participation awards. Just because you wore a jersey, that doesn't mean that you're going to get an award. Okay? So in order to get a letter award and earn a letter award, you have to play in more than half of the quarters of varsity football. Okay? Or or one play in the playoffs, which obviously didn't happen this year, or finish in our program in good standing after 4 years, okay? So we'll have these guys come on up, and, you know, you can, after I read the name, you guys can come on up here. So Abel Barcelone, Anthony Polo, Antonio Montoya. Polo's not here, coach. Benyon Glade. Briar Beto. Dylan Leatuatufu. Dominic Thornton. I don't think Dylan's there. Donovan Tucker. Ethan Richardson. Iosefa Toia Iavao. Did I do all right? No? You realize? Good job, buddy. You realize I've been practicing that all day long and I screwed it up? Yep. Golly, I should have asked you when you were in my office. Isaac Lockhart. Jack Kelly. Jackson Cofer is not here. Jackson Neokai. Jeff Bossa, big timer. That's why he's not here, I guess. JJ Talo. Joe Lusa. Joseph Coronado. Caden Carrier. Capelli Smith. Keandre Polanco. Keyshawn Dudley. Kona Ezra. Lawa Tafili. Makai Fengupo. Young Mark Valero. He's a rapper, by the way. Check out his stuff on SoundCloud. Naki Lea. Omar Polanco. Parker Hansen. Ooh, nice scarf. Is that All Blacks? Yeah, hell yeah. Scooter Henderson. Joey Fengupo. Talon Jensen. Taylor Laval. Trey Swanigan. Trent Red Mustache. And that is it. So one more round of applause for these guys. All right, thanks, coaches. I think you might want to stay up here. Not yet, you're good. Okay, varsity team awards. I'm gonna have these guys help me out, and we'll give these away. So like I said, they're voted on by their peers and coaches. And to be quite honest, a couple of these were so close, and we had to make some decisions, and I'll go over that. But let's go over the first one here. Coach Good, go ahead.
Okay, so the offensive play of the year, as we see, is Naki Liha. If you've watched our offense, you know that he runs the show. And as much as he accomplished last year, you know, he might not have had as many yards this year, and he'll argue with me because the reason why that is when we have blowout games, I bench him. And I'm pretty sure he could have had 2,000 yards against Taylorsville alone, so it's his reality. My biggest thing that I'm proud of Naki for this year is his growth as a leader. Still being an underclassman, being a junior, so we get one more year of watching him tear up the field. But he really turned into the team leader this year, and just as the kid that wants to lead the show, and his work ethic and determination is beyond anything I've seen, and so he's only going to keep growing and doing great things. So good job, Naki. Okay, the next one is the Defensive Player of the Year award, I believe.
Okay, and so here's the deal with the Defensive Player of the Year. There's 2 of you, okay? There's actually, this was amazing to me. When I went over the votes and even added the coaches' votes in there were 5 guys that were all lined up and had very similar votes. 5, okay? And then these 2 got the highest amount of votes out of those 5, and so that's what I did. The other ones are, just as deserving. And the reason why I bring that up is because in fact, us coaches argued about this multiple times over text message. Because everybody had a different guy, okay? And the great thing about that is that's when you know your defense is really good, is when you have 5 to 6 guys that you could argue and say they are the best defensive player on the team. And I had a hard time with all region to nominate who I should nominate as our Defensive Player of the Year, because I had to choose, and I could have chosen any of the 5 and made an argument for any of the 5. And so, I want to name those guys: Joe Alusa, Jack Kelly, Jeff Bossa, Keandre Polanco, Omar Polanco. So there's actually 6, and the other one, I'll let Coach Ty talk about that. But Omar Polanco was the leading tackler on our team. He was thrust into a starting position, and I don't know if he thought he was ready for it. And to be quite honest, I didn't know if he was ready for it. We had an injury, and the stats speak for themselves. He was the leading tackler on the team, and you can't argue with that. And so, he'll be back for another year, and we're super excited for him, and he'll be ready to go. So let's give him a round of applause if he's watching. Do you want it suspenseful?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just throw it up. You already said it.
I did?
Our co-defensive player of the year, Scooter Nathaniel Henderson. Charles Ish. This is one of the kids that I just didn't get to watch his high school career. I actually got to see him, his first practice of football ever, as an 8-year-old, coming up smiling. He's probably smiling under his mask right now. And to see him enjoy football for all those years has been so awesome to see. The progress he made is beyond awesome. Fun story with Scooter is before Box Elder, we were talking about him. He didn't have such a great week of practice leading up to Box Elder. We were a little nervous about him. I made him sit next to me on the bus, and we watched on the iPad film. We watched clip after clip, all 1 hour drive to Box Elder. Well, it paid off because what do we have? 2 picks that game and a scoop and score. And Coach Good told me I had to do that every game. So every bus ride, he had to ride with me watching film every day. But he progressed. He's a great kid, and the future's bright for this one. Congratulations, Scooter.
Old Charles-ish. He can tell you that story. Well, I'll just tell you. When they do the unbeatable camp, sometimes guys misspell their names or add stuff on there, like Thornton forgot his N, and Charles put an H at the very end of his S, so we call him Charles-ish. We have fun. Like Benyon Glade is Giade, because his L wasn't capitalized, but everything else was. It's good times. The next award is our Special Teams Player of the Year. That goes to Jeff Bossa. I'm not sure why he's not here, but I'm going to call him and give him a hard time about it, that's for sure. You kick him the ball, and it's probably not going to end well, right? And so we had teams purposely kick the ball out of bounds or squib kick or onside kick away from them, which gave us better field position. That makes our team better, but he didn't have the amount of returns and yardage this year, and that's why everybody knew not to kick to him. So, but he does a great job, and let's give him a round of applause.
Also with Jeff, on those kick returns, other coaches that share a headphone with me will tell you, in one block when he catches the ball, I usually say goodbye, and everybody kind of laughs, and then he runs it for a touchdown, and I'm like, what'd you think? Exactly, right? All right, so offensive lineman of the year is the next award. This is a kid that's started for us for 2 years now and has just done a great job, and to see him mature and step into a role is just that we weren't sure last year he actually didn't start the season last year starting for us, and stepped into a starting role about midway through and just did a great job, and then obviously held it down this whole year and was really kind of the leader of that lineman group and just did an amazing job all year, and super proud of him, and that's Makai Fangupo. There we go.
Yeah. And I'll add about Makai, I mean, this guy was, not that he did a bad job last year, but it showed so much improvement. He showed so much improvement in his aggressiveness, and he really turned it on this year and man, it was big. You know, I'll point out him and Trent, red mustache, really turned on their aggressiveness this year and made a huge difference. And so really proud of Makai, and I bet, Makai, you didn't know you won that award, did you? Yeah, your mom was painting it right in front of you. So, you're not very observant, but that's okay. Okay, Frank Kleckis Cougar Award. This award also was a very tough decision. The Frank Kleckis Cougar Award, Joe, Lucy, go ahead and start walking up here. This is also a very tough award. We went back and forth on it with 3 guys, and I broke tradition, so 3 guys are going to win it. This award goes to the athlete that demonstrates what we want our guys to be. They're not only elite on the football field, elite in the classroom, determined in the classroom, do community service, and represent our school well. And so Joe Lusa, I had to. I mean, this guy is a 3-4 student at the Ames Academy, obviously a lead out on the football field, and you couldn't find anybody more humble than he is, and doesn't want credit for anything. In fact, I asked him one day, I said, Joe, this is early in the year, Joe, you're captain. Or I think he saw that I put him as a captain for the game. And he came up to me, he's like, Coach, I don't want to go up there. I have my process, I got my thing going. He's so humble, he didn't want to go out there and do that. So, you know, I really respect Joe, and he's a big part of how people experience Kearns football, and he represents us extremely well. Let's give him a round of applause. The next guy, Jack Kelly. Come on up, Jack. You know, you couldn't really argue with Jack Kelly either. I mean, he's got I believe a 3.8, high 3.8 GPA, right? And so he's always on it with school. Anytime we need help with something as far as community service or helping out around, he's always there. And I mean, great kid and exceptional out on the football field. And you know, he's great in character, and great things are coming to Jack Kelly. Let's give him another round of applause. I got a lot more to talk about him, so I better cool my jets. Jeff Bossa, our next one. Obviously, he's not here, and he's another one. Guy, he's so determined. Him and Jack Kelly never played football before until they got to high school. And to see their development and their determination, and Jeff Bossa, seeing his determination, he just graduated today. His grades are final, all A's and B's, all shoved in less than all his whole senior year shoved in less than a semester of school, and playing football, and he's working. Shows his determination and what he wants to accomplish. He just signed to Oregon yesterday. He's probably still out celebrating, or thinks that we're little people now. And but he's a guy that you would talk about character. I'll tell you, the first time I met him at a junior high, at Kearns Junior High. And I just got done talking about 8 kids in the gym about playing football. We had a football meeting, and he wasn't in there. And I walk out, and I'm about to leave, and I see these calves, and I'm like, who is this man? And it was a kid. I said, hey, do you go to school here? Yes, sir. And I said, are you going to go to Kearns High School? Yes, sir. Do you want to play football? Yes, sir. And I was like, I'm sold. I mean, what type of 8th grader says sir, right? So, really proud of that guy. So let's give him a round of applause in case he's watching. Let's go all region team. I don't have a certificate or anything, okay? But what I'm going to do is, Naki, go ahead and walk up, and you can get your picture taken with that in the background, okay? Go ahead, Naki. Yeah, go ahead. Give him a round of applause. So he's coming up. He led the state. He's one of the top rushers in the state the second year in a row, and also the leading rusher in our region. The voting for all region is I nominate people, and then the region coaches vote. And so I cannot vote for my own guys, or else I would vote for every one of them. But so Naki was, other than my vote, because I can't vote for him, was a unanimous decision. So congratulations, Naki. Jeff Bossa earned Special Teams MVP for the reasons we stated earlier about him winning the team award. Did a great job, and so the coaches voted for him Special Teams MVP. Okay, all you first teamers that know your first teamers, come on up, and we'll get a picture of you guys here. So first team is Jack Kelly, as in 3 different positions. Come on up, guys. You see your name? Come on up. You guys can all get a picture at the same time right up there on the stage, or up here. Jack Kelly got it as a punter. He got it as a linebacker and a tight end. Okay, Makai Fengupo, first team center. Keyshawn Dudley, first team receiver. Charles Henderson, first team corner. Dre Polanco, first team corner. Trey Swanigan, first team defensive end. Joe Lusa, first team linebacker. And Benyon Glade, first team kicker. So congratulations, guys. All right, good job. Okay, our second team, and you guys see your name, come on up. All right, Iosefa, you're going to have to tell me how to say it again because I screwed it up earlier. JT got it as quarterback. Capelli Smith, receiver. Trent Red Mustache, tackle. Omar Polanco, linebacker. Dominic Thornton, safety. And JJ Talo, defensive line. JJ, I forgot, did you come up with the O-line? Yeah, okay, I missed him with the offensive line. So, all right, guys, congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, good job, guys. And then our honorable mentions, if you see your name, come on up. Dre Polanco got it as a running back. Abel Barcelona as a fullback. Isaac Lockhart, wide receiver. Ethan Richardson, guard. Taylor Laval, guard. Antonio Montoya, safety, Lawa Tafili, defensive end, and Joseph Coronado as a defensive tackle. Let's come on up, guys. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, great job, guys. Don't trip on the way down. Okay. In our region, we have a all-region academic team. That consisted of Jack Kelly, Lawa Tafili, and Abel Barcelona. So you three, come on up. Turn around. Yep, come on up. So in order to achieve that, the rules are you have to play significant amount of football, okay? So you have to be a starter, and you have to have a 3.7 GPA cumulative in order to get that award. All right, great job, guys. Okay, don't get too far, Abel and Lawa. All right, our team award, as far as academics are concerned, you know, we push our guys to have a 3.0. Come on up. If you see your name, start getting up here. We ask our guys to have a 3.0 GPA, and our team average is usually a 3.0 or higher every year. But you know, it is a special to be above a 3.5 GPA in the first quarter during the season. Donovan Tucker and Lawa Tafili both got 4.0 GPAs. Okay, so these guys did the best job academically on our team this year. Okay, so congratulations, guys. All right, great job. Careful. All right, Jack, don't go too far. Jack Kelly, come on up here, buddy. All right, so let's go over the All-State team. The All-State, I'll explain the process of that. So much like the region, we can submit a ballot as coaches. We submit nominations for All-State, and here, take the certificate. So the coaches in the state in 6A are the ones that vote for All-State. So Jack earned All-State, which is a huge accomplishment. Huge accomplishment. You know, it's not very common. Not every team gets even a second team or honorable mention at All-State. Okay? And we were fortunate enough to have 5 guys be recognized All-State in some way respectively. And so Jack Kelly getting first team is huge. We actually had 2 this year, so it's big for our program. I think it's 10 years in a row that we've had an All-State, a first team All-State player on our team, and so that's a huge accomplishment. So let's give Jack a hand. A little special surprise for you guys, kind of something that developed today. Jack Kelly is signing his scholarship right now to Weber State University. Yes, it's very proud of this guy, and well, I'm a little biased, I could say, because that's my alma mater. I went to Weber State, and I know what those coaches, I can tell you right now, I've been contacting those coaches this week and talking to those coaches, and they are extremely excited. And they're so excited. They got probably the steal of the century of an athlete to go into Weber State. This guy is going to be playing for Jay Hill and playing linebacker for that great defense, one of the best defenses in the country. Okay? This is a team, this is a defense that holds FBS schools to low numbers, ranked nationally in the FCS, and ranked defensively, and they're ranked, I believe, number 4 nationally, and that's a huge deal. Guys, this is a big deal. So one of the best programs that you could go to, Weber State University has Jack Kelly. I'm very, very proud of him. You guys know I had to talk him into that? It's a true story. I had to talk him into that. He's like, Coach, I'll just sign afterwards and with you and stuff. He didn't want to be the center of attention. So hopefully you got embarrassed a little bit, Jack. All right, the next All-State player is Jeff Bossa. For obvious reasons, safety. He's just one of the best athletes in the state of Utah. All right, we talked about him, and he signed yesterday to Oregon. He's going to play safety for the University of Oregon, which we're super excited about, super pumped. My wife is a big-time Oregon fan. Probably the only reason why is because she likes the uniforms. But, when we go to the Utah games, we sneak in. She sneaks in her Oregon gear, which you're not allowed to. So we're super excited for Jeff and for him earning All-State. So let's give him a round of applause. For the second time, is this the second time, Naki, that you got second team All-State? Honorable mention? All right, so you're just climbing the ladder. All right, okay. All right, so Naki, second team All-State, leading rusher in the state. I mean, he's one of the top leading rushers in the state. 2 years in a row, only a junior. Just bright things coming for my man, Naki. Congratulations. One of the toughest running backs in the state. I mean, you could make the argument he's the best running back in the state easily, okay? And just Coach Good will just not take him out of the game when we're up. No, that's actually my call most of the time. It's like, why is he still in there? Charles Henderson. Come on up, Charles. Second team All-State. Charles had 6 interceptions on the year, 2 for touchdowns, which was one of the top. He was one of the leaders in the state as far as interceptions are concerned. Charles actually earned a couple offers as well. He has a New Mexico Military Institute, Mount Mary, so he's going to have to make some decisions. I'm sure some more are going to be coming as well. So let's give him another round of applause. And then our honorable mention at All-State, J.J. Tallow. Come on up, buddy. So J.J. earned it as a defensive lineman. I can tell you right now, there's not very many linemen in the state in 6A that play both ways. Not very many at all. And definitely not at the level and caliber that he plays. And just as a junior, so we expect great things from him. He's one of the best athletes and big guys that you can find in the state. So we're really excited for him and his future. Let's give him one more round of applause. Okay, so we're almost done. Coach, go ahead and get this slideshow ready. Natoya set up this slideshow, and then we'll have some closing remarks after. The slideshow, you guys see her, hopefully seen her at the game. She takes all the pictures, and she spent a lot of time putting this together. Go to the YouTube. There you go. Go ahead and maximize it. All right. Enjoy.
Happy on the asset social, man. Loyalty over loyalty. I know the vibes. Fuck your kill this beat.
Whooped it. On my side of some movie. Blue cheese. I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. About my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back. She a groupie. She just all my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. Off the 42, I'm back out. Bullshit, spin back with a full clip. They say I'm moving ruthless, and my shooters they shooting. I won't take her, they roof Chris. I get the breeze, then it's adios. If I'm with your then she giving. When I see police, then we gang low. That's another piece, that's another zone. Ice in the VVs, now she down to get treated. I got all this water on me like Fiji. I'm posted up with hats and the sleazies. Zaza, they go straight to the mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Open his then he dancing my cha-cha. Zaza, they go straight to the mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Then I'm open his then he dancing my cha-cha. Whooped it, on my side of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. Talking about my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back, she a groupie. She just my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. Off the 42, I'm blowing her out. I'm bullshit, spin back with a full clip. They say I'm moving ruthless, and my shooters they shooting. I won't take her, they roof Chris. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. Off the 42, I'm blowing her back out. Bullshit, back with a full clip. They say I'm moving ruthless, and my shooters they shooting. I won't take her, they roof Chris. Songwriter and he could sing, bringing in money like raking the leaves. I was just trying to get paper to sneeze. I chew, that was a blessing. She's special to you, I don't look at her special. Actually, I treat her regular. Not being seen, we not making no spectacle. Gave that a first and he gave it to Kevin. All the above, we do all the etc. Scandal, the fans had to switch out my cellular. He talking reckless, don't call me back ever. Passing through Garden to holler at Glover. Shout out to Black, shout out to Shedrick. Break Monte Carlo, K911, just holler that trail. I'm like the Reverend, my section ridiculous. Watch when you steppin', pockets on indigent. Can't be too careful, Steve like I'm tall. And when they yellow, broken in college, fresh with low mileage. I like them black, pretty white teeth, body unique, booty on fleek. Jenny I eco, chewing the cheeks. Groceries, please, you know that was me. All my diamonds shine, cause they really diamond. Bad bitches in line, they be really trying. They ask me if I'm high, I say really, really. Got money on my mind, I say really, really. I look like I've been. Suicide door, brand new bag. College girls giving in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, 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 and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice got me tripping. Got the coupe, Walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping.
Addy boys got some 60s in my bag. Lips sealed, ain't pillow talking on no rag. In my earlobe, got 2 carats, VVS. Got a penthouse near Rodeo, out for stress. All this money when I grew up, I had nothing. Filled with backstabbing, my whole life is disgusting. Can't believe it, gotta thank God that I'm living comfortably. Getting checks, I don't believe, but she say she done with me. Burn some bridges and I let the fire light the way. Kicking my feet up, left the PJs on a PJ. Yeah, I'm a big dog and I walk around with no leash. I got water on me, yeah, everything on Fiji.
Suicide door, brand new bag. College girls give it in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, hey, and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice got me tripping. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. A rockstar, pack up toys, tipping walls, hey. A rockstar, pack up toys, tipping walls, hey. I was 15, I was 16 with my dog, hey. I feel numb. Put up a stick and I hop on a plane, still on my wall, wait. So risky, I gotta be gifted, he blessed me with fortune and fame. I remember from 50, I couldn't go back empty, I knew I was stuck to the game. Loyal and I never change, I'm never gonna go against the grain. I'm never gonna be the one turn on my brother when police just gotta detain. I won't ever love it more than my mother, and that's on my government name. I can't be no sucker, ain't hating on no one, I wish everybody get paid. Cause we can't up every day, getting hot talent in the grave. B-boy, suicide door, brand new bag. College girls give it in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate, and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice got me tripping. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was tripping.
Fire.
As we go on, we remember all the times we spent together. As our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. First off to the girl in my math class, I'm rich and you broke. I had the last laugh. Into the gum in my science lab. Had it feel when we fought and you caught a jab. The teacher that was always talking on the intercom. The student that we thought was always gonna bring in a. And all of the girls, wow, them was too foul. They all on my now. I love it. As we go on, we remember all the times we spent together. As our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Information leaker had a crush on one of my teachers. Used to fantasize with her behind the bleachers. To all the people who ain't like me, I ain't like me either. Half my class was having kids, guess we.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep,
to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Kearns is a special place. It really is. This program is something that people want to be a part of, and produces great kids and great people, and that's a part of this community. The parents, the administration, faculty, staff that put into this. It's really a special place to be at. And really proud of this team going through what we did, and even the way we ended. I don't know what I pushed, Tyler. Can you get it to that last slide? The way things ended was kind of rough, and I think the kids actually more resilient than me. I spent that 2 weeks after eating my life away and eating my feelings away. But I think the kids are a little more resilient than I was, and definitely learned something from them. Go ahead and go to the next slide, Coach, because I think when I click on it, it goes to the, there we go. But anyway, a great group of kids, great group of seniors like we talked about, and really proud of them. Really proud of this team, and the future looks bright as well. We have a great group of kids coming back, a great senior class coming back that contributed immensely this year, and then our younger group learning how to win and working hard. I tell you right now, in the weight room, the kids that are in there, they're really working hard and busting their butts, and they bought into what we're doing. If I could get your parents' help on one thing is the grades. Our kids, to be quite honest, are struggling right now. Many of our kids, and it's throughout the school, and particularly the football players, we need to really be on top of their grades, making sure they're turning stuff in, and this is crunch time right now. They have until January 12th to turn assignments in, and that's it. And so if you guys can be on top of that. And the expectations for next year really are the same. They are, we plan on winning a region championship. We plan on competing for a region championship. Our region has changed a little bit. West Jordan is leaving, and Roy High School is coming in. We expect to win a region championship, or at least compete for one. That's the standard. And our standard is that our guys bust their butts in the off-season, outwork our opponents, and out-prepare our opponents in the off-season. So, we're really excited about that, and we're going to navigate the restrictions that we can and make us the best team that we could possibly be. When you guys leave today, when the season ended, my daughter and Star spent hours at my house because they felt so bad about the season being over for these guys that they put together these bags for them with some things that they got. I think there's candy probably, and I think there's a bracelet type thing that they made for them. Some of the guys got them, not everybody got them. So when you leave, if you didn't get that bag, come up here. There's your name is on it. Star and Avery made that for you guys. And I think coaches, yours are up here as well. So please do that. They took a lot of time to do that, and we're excited to do that for you guys. When you guys leave, please, if you can just vacate and not mingle. It's still COVID out there, and stay safe, stay sanitized, and all that. And thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys, some of you guys, next year. Thank you. Jeff. Hey, big timer's here.
Hey, don't even. was
You
watching.
need all your stuff? Oh, you're watching?
No, yeah, I was watching, and then you said big timer, and I shot you a text, but I don't know if you seen
I
it.
seen that, then I text you back. Where are you, man? That's what I said.
Oh, you did.
Hi, how are you? Yeah. Get all your stuff. Dude, I think he signed everything, right? Yeah. Just not the date. And there's this one. I think so. Yeah. Let's do. I can.